People still search the woods for the remains of lost children. 16-year-old Sage Winters picked up the bus tokens with shaking fingers and stepped away from the station window, her friends' haunting words playing over and over in her mind like a creepy childhood rhyme. It wasn't the first time she'd heard the warning. Everyone who lived on Staten Island understood the need to keep their eyes on the ground when they entered the woods. But the more she thought about Heather and Dawn repeating those words the previous night, the angrier she grew. Why would they say something so awful instead of trying to comfort her? Why would they dredge up old rumors about satanic rituals being held below the abandoned tuberculosis sanatorium instead of offering to help her find out what had happened to Rosemary? Sure, they'd been drinking, and deep down they were probably scared too. But this was serious. Her twin sister was missing. It didn't mean she was dead. It didn't mean that the urban legend they'd grown up hearing was true. Cropsey was nothing more than a scary story parents told their children to frighten them into behaving and staying close to home. And Rosemary was a patient at Willowbrook State School. She wasn't out wandering the streets where a homicidal madman could pick her up. Doctors and nurses and teachers were taking care of her, making sure she was being properly fed, protected, kept clean, and taught basic skills. At least that's what Sage's stepfather, Alan, had told her last night, when he finally admitted Rosemary was alive. Shivering at the memory of learning the truth about her twin, Sage shoved the bus tokens into her jacket pocket, then dug in her purse for her pack of Cools. She needed a cigarette so bad she could taste it. And a Pepsi, too. But the damn soda machine was out of order. On top of everything else, she was totally hungover. Her head was pounding, her mouth tasted like sandpaper, and her thoughts jumbled together in a thick haze. Feeling this shitty made her even more anxious, but she had no one to blame but herself. She must have been an idiot to think drinking 6 amaretto sours and 10 shots of peppermint schnapps was the best way to deal with the shock of finding out Rosemary had been committed to a mental institution. Still rummaging through her purse for her cigarettes, she crossed the grimy waiting area, hurrying past a row of blue plastic chairs as she made her way toward the exit. Considering the weather, it probably would have been a better idea to stay inside the station to smoke, but the place smelled like a urinal, and she didn't want to miss the bus to Willowbrook. The sooner she got on it, the less chance she'd have to change her mind.